Yes, people. Welcome back to Never on Time. You know how it is. Smash the likes, take off your shoes, subscribe, all that good stuff. And then we're going to be talking about obviously today's games, yesterday's games, and whatever else we decide to. As you can see, we've had a bit of reform in the prison, in the camp. As you can see on the right-hand side, I hope that you lot can read. For the ones that can't read, obviously you might be dyslexic, to be fair. Rules are, when you get sent to prison, I will purposely wind down the whole mic so you can't talk. You can be bailed out by super chat, so remember that one. £5 equals 5 minutes. £10 equals 10 minutes. And you know what? If a prisoner decides you say, oh, what is going to be the price for them to be silent for the whole show? They can decide. There you go. So VD, set your price.
Do you know what? Shout out to the bus that I used to get to school. 120. I'm saying 120, 120 quid. And I will shut up the entire stream.
There you go, then.
Good luck to you lot in it.
There you go, then. Well, other than that, how you guys doing?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. My team's in Dubai. We don't got nothing to worry about. I'm taking this weekend like an off weekend. What you guys been up to?
Well, you think Harry Kane's coming to your club?
I don't.
Would you take him? Would you take him?
Would you take him? I think he's a loser, mate. I don't want him.
Hold on. Are you Ange? I think he's a loser, mate.
You wouldn't take Harry Kane, genuinely. You wouldn't take Harry Kane, nah?
He might be one of the best strikers in the world, but I don't think he has what it takes to get anybody over the line. He's always been that near.
Does Arteta?
No, but if Arsenal want to get over the line, the last person you want to bring in is the guy who ruined 50 years of Bayern Munich's trophies. A trophy.
All right. So what if Bayern win the league this season?
Which they will.
We'll see.
Which they are going to.
We'll see if I change my opinion.
Can I just ask
he would literally.
I don't think I'm going to change my opinion.
I don't think if you got Kane, you'd win the league.
It's debatable.
Let me ask you a guy then. Let me. In terms of if it's not Harry Kane, give me strikers that you would take over Harry Kane.
Isak.
Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah,
there you go. That's my point proven.
No, but also you got to think about it. Like, how much is going to cost? What his age is? Former Spurs. Would he actually join Arsenal? It's just there's so many other things.
I don't think
really and truly, I'm not entertaining it because one, I don't think it would actually happen. Two, I've looked at his entire career, and for you to maybe it's the Spurs thing, but for him to go to Bayern and not win a single trophy is kind of mad.
That's a howler, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, we do like. I agree with you guys saying Kane isn't the guy to get you over the line, but we are being disingenuous and just completely ignoring that Bayern Leverkusen had an unbeaten season last year and done something that no never done. So it's not like he lost because Bayern was shit. It was Leverkusen was so damn good. Bayern just couldn't keep up. So
if you look at Harry Kane last season, I believe along with Mbappe didn't.
Record that you could. He wasn't like
okay. Let me put my conspiracy hat on.
Kane couldn't get them over the line. Hey, and did you just say Isak's better than Kane?
Yeah, he is.
You've lost your mind.
Like he is. Isak's the best striker in the world, George.
Hold on.
Isak is a great player.
Right now, Isak's better.
He's a great player. But now you're trying to compare him to Harry Kane, who's done everything he's done.
He's better, mate.
10 years straight. He's had one bad season.
Hold on. Right, can I just ask?
There's a Tottenham in you.
Crazy.
I swear.
Crazy.
What's Harry Kane GA? What's Isak's GA?
Don't even want to do that because Harry Kane clears him. This is the funny thing. Harry Kane clears him. Every year.
But more so, I understand the Isak conversation.
Okay, show me. Wait. When Isak does more than what Kane has done in the Premier League.
Do a poll, guys.
Isak won't even score 30 goals.
Egal, a poll doesn't prove it. So I think
a poll just gives us the opinions of the.
Let me ask you now. Yeah, would you take 21? Wait, let me make sure. Remember this, 17.
And George, you're right that Kane's done it in the Premier League every season. So.
Yeah, but right now, as it stands with age and everything else that comes along with it, would you take 21 Bundesliga goals, 8 Bundesliga assists, 29. Or 17 Premier League goals and 5 Premier League assists?
So because how many games did they play? Kane missed 5.
Kane's been out with
one's
injuries.
played 19, the other one played 21.
Bro, imagine Isak at Bayern. Woo!
Right now, Isak
Different
is
level.
Just
better.
saying this, it's not though. But I don't get this.
It's not a different level. What?
Gal, you've just seen the new shiny toy, and it's like, oh wow, this guy's so pretty because Harry Kane's been doing that for 10
What you're
years.
taking.
Yeah. So there's absolutely no way. And even like this is even goes back to the conversation when people say, "Oh, Isak's a better striker than Haaland." Like, no, he's not. Let's say he's a better football player, but Haaland is a way better striker than him because his goal scoring record speaks for itself. Striker is to score goals. They're goal scorers. Don't come and talk about Isak because he's a fancy player and looks good on the ball.
Which part of this debate do I start with first? Let's start with the Haaland part. Nobody's sitting here and saying he is a superior player to Haaland. We're just simply saying he brings more to the table at times.
No. Igal, don't change
true.
it.
He's a better striker.
Igal, please let me land.
That is
not
true.
Igal,
when
stop.
No, why are you getting triggered? Let me finish my sentence.
You've just said a lie.
Let
You've
me
literally just
finish
said
my
a lie.
sentence.
You said a lie. You said a lie.
What's
That's
the lie?
like okay.
What's
The
the
lie.
lie?
Let me say what the lie is. You said
I didn't get to finish the sentence, so I can't interrupt you.
Igal,
You interrupted me.
All right, carry on. You said a lie, but carry on.
All right. Now, when we talk about longevity, when we talk about trophies, when we talk about all these things, I understand that. But when you have Isak doing what he's doing at Newcastle, and what Harry Kane was doing at Spurs, I see the similarities. But at this moment in time, you would rather have Isak, who's a faster, more physical, better, younger, and also he has more scope. He has more scope to grow.
Okay.
Where Harry Kane, he's peaked. And
but we're not talking about in the future. We're talking about now. Stop doing that.
At this moment in time,
no, Gal, you're doing who's the better signing. We're not doing who's the better signing. We're talking about who's better right now.
Okay,
don't do the who's better signing for Arsenal.
Now, I think Harry Kane is a more complete player, but I think Isak is playing better right now.
That's kind of
okay, Igal. So the lie that you said was that you said what we're saying is, and you went into a load of context. Let me say the initial statement that Ty made. The initial statement Ty made was Isak is a better striker. No context, no nothing. A better striker. A better striker is Haaland. Haaland, yeah. Isak, overall, I agree, is a better footballer, yeah, but a better striker is Erling Haaland, right? And there are comparisons. You can look at all of the comparisons because they've both had a come up, right? They've both played at certain levels, right? Haaland has outscored him at every single level, every single opportunity.
He's in a better team.
No, he hasn't always been in a better team. You're just waffling now, Gal.
You didn't listen to me. I said they've had a come up. They've both been at different levels of teams. As an example, they've both been at Dortmund. Every single level they have been at, Haaland has outscored him. At every club Haaland has been at, and every club Isak has been at, he has outscored him. Now,
but players develop at different paces.
Hold on, Gal. Oh, okay, cool. But now what you're doing is what ifs. If Isak,
you're doing a whole lot of what ifs. You are.
Right, I am talking about when Isak has been at the teams he's been at, and Haaland has been at similar teams, he's still got more goals. That's not what ifs. That's facts. What you are doing when you say if Isak goes to Bayern Munich is an if, because we don't know. It's not guaranteed. It's your opinion.
That is true.
I think, yeah.
And my opinion, which you disagree with.
No, I just called you a liar. I didn't disagree with your
opinion that you disagree with is that Isak brings more to the game.
No, I didn't. I agree with that. I didn't disagree with that. I said I agree with
that. And based on that analysis, a lot of people would say if you bring more, and more people would say that if you bring more to a game, you offer more. You're a better player.
I agree.
All right, hold on. Let me see something then.
I agree with you.
Nicholas Jackson brings more to the game than Erling Haaland, by the way.
What?
Nicholas Jackson brings more to a game than Erling Haaland.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But he doesn't have the finishing
movement. Is he better than Erling Haaland? Is he a better
No, but he doesn't have the finishing
You said if they bring more to the game, they're better.
I hear that. When I look at Isak, yeah, this is just my opinion. At the end of the day, I have to agree. I think right now, I'm with a gal in terms of he's the best striker in the world right now on form. I like his dribbling. I like the hold up. I like the link up. I like the finishing. I like his pacing behind. I like the way he is as an overall footballer. So if I'm going for my football club, I'm looking at a striker that I want to bring in. If I have money, Isak's a striker I'm getting. Kane's on the decline for me. Yes, I respect what Kane has done. I think Bayern, he can score a lot of goals. I think if Gyökeres goes to Bayern, Gyökeres scores a lot of goals at Bayern because he's his style. I think Isak probably don't score as much as what Igal probably thinks just because the style of play. But as a striker, for me, overall, I'm loving Alexander Isak right now.
Oh, and by the way,
Haaland's a bad boy goal scorer. Don't get it twisted.
Ty, I agree with you.
Kane can do his thing, but as an overall complete profile.
But right. So firstly, if I had the choice of signing Isak or Kane, I'm going with Isak because of Kane's age, right?
This is where you're getting the wrong caveat though, because if you said sign him right now, Harry Kane's half the price that Isak is, and he's not giving you half the performance. He's giving you. Let's get right. Kane will score in the same team. If you put Isak in Man City and you put Kane in Man City, Kane will score more goals. Let's get that for Kane is a way better finish. Like he's when you talk about finishing, there's no one in world football that can finish like Kane. Let's have it right. And then when you're talking about who.
Both feet as well with Kane.
Both feet as well, left or right. Variety of finishes. You talk about passing. I don't think there's a striker in world football that can pass like Kane. So, and let's have it right. The ball moves quicker when you pass than if you're dribbling. So it's better to be a better passer than it is a dribbler. Yeah. So when you're looking at
Isak can comparing, he might not be doing it.
Kane is one of the best passers in the world. You compare Kane to Kevin De Bruyne when it comes to passing. You're not comparing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But the other thing, can I just say, Ty, this is to you more, right? That this is my right. If we're talking form, right, and when we're talking form, we're meaning. And by the way, if we're talking overall season, Haaland again, I believe, he's outscoring Isak again this season as a striker. But if we're talking form, I agree with you. Isak is in better form than Haaland at the moment, yeah. But is that the sole thing?
Do you know what? I agree with you. I think you can be right in terms of if you're going by scoring and strikers getting goals, and Haaland's going to.
No, I'm also going by. But it's not just that I'm going on. I'm also going on when we're judging players now. Like, is the length of time now literally like half a season, and then that's it? What we're doing here is we're saying Isak is better than Kane and Haaland after. Let's be real.
18 months.
Last season he was good. He wasn't this good last season, yeah? So 1.5 season of playing at an elite level. And by the way, probably for the first 10 games of the season, he wasn't playing at that level either.
I think
now that's it. We're putting him.
I think Isaac better than everyone. Isaac, I'm not saying Haaland isn't, by the way, because Haaland's young as well. Isaac on the rise, right? I think overall for me is what I look at what a player can overall offer in the game away from goals as well. And that's what I think Isaac can do, which Kane can do, but I think he's probably and Haaland, unfortunately.
Also, we do know that Isaac
Haaland's not really scoring goals. They don't feel like he's involved, but it doesn't matter because he's scoring goals for City. So
Isaac's older than Haaland as well, you know.
I like the old
true.
Everything.
You know your mic keys cut in now, by the way.
And by the way, I
thought that was just me.
Sorry, my bad.
Before we signed Haaland, I think it was on Feed the Goat, our old City channel. I went and looked at all the players that City were being linked with, and Isak was actually one of them. Yeah, and Haaland hasn't just like previous seasons when Haaland was at Dortmund and Isak came from. Where did Isak come from?
Sociedad.
Bro, their numbers are not remotely comparable.
Yeah, but Haaland will always adapt. I'm not going to say it on here. For the next 5 years, I think Haaland will. Or 10 years, Haaland will always outscore Isak because the type of the striker he is. Yeah. However, with the overall play, you'd always Isaac's more involved. And both things can be right. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing, like, again, when you said I'm disagreeing with you, bro, I said at the start and every time, because, bro, I've got fucking Geordie Dredd pulling me up and atting me all the time in people's opinions about it, yeah? And literally, it's got to a point where I'm atting him in things about the world being flat. Right, because I'm like, bro, everyone's got an opinion. It doesn't mean it's right.
Better players around him right now.
Bro, you're doing this.
He has great players around him to stop this. So this is the funniest thing, not a gal. This is where you're wrong. Because all year we've been hearing a gal. Stop. All year we've been hearing Newcastle's midfield is one of the best midfielders in the league.
Yeah,
probably it's the most complete midfield in the league. Everyone here agrees. We've said this on panels numerous times. So when you're talking about have better players around him, Anthony Gordon is probably the best left winger in the league right now.
One of the best left wingers in the league.
No, what are we doing here? I'm talking about both wings. Like we're comparing Harry Kane.
Murphy's cold. He's just underrated because he's not as flashy as a lot of players.
We're comparing Harry Kane and Erling Haaland. To be fair, those guys are much better teams, much better opportunities to score more goals.
No,
He's
bro,
doing
you're
this at
chatting
Newcastle.
shit.
That's
You're
not
chatting
true.
shit. Bro,
Yeah, that's not
bro,
true.
you're actually now saying, this is where I will disagree with you and say, not only you were a liar, now you're chatting shit. Are you telling me that right now, Manchester City's
Just because
midfield...
you disagree with my
Hold
opinion
on.
doesn't mean I'm lying.
No, bro, you're saying, well, I personally probably, if I go and watch back a Gal this season, I would imagine you have slandered and said how shit Man City's midfield and attack is this season. Newcastle's midfield is
It's not
levels
slander
above
if it's
midfield.
true.
There we go. So you're chatting shit then, because it's true. There we go. Thank you. So right now, you're telling me Isak is playing in a
You
better
would
team
admit that
than
yourself. Why are you mad
Yeah,
about that?
No, bro. So admit you're chatting shit. You've just literally
Nobody's chatting
contradicted
shit.
yourself.
I'm giving you my opinion of what is a true fact.
So
and you are
okay,
saying I'm chatting
so
shit.
Egal. So
Why
you've
are you
just
so
said,
rattled, bro?
listen to me. Listen
You're
to me, bro.
literally
Please,
shaking Dabs.
bro. Listen to me. Listen to me, please,
Okay,
bro.
calm down.
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
No, I'm not. There we
He's
go.
not.
Cass confirmed it. Right. So
shaking.
you have just said that Haaland is playing in a better team, right? But then you've gone on to say that currently Newcastle's midfield and attack is better than Manchester City's. Make it make fucking sense. You're chatting shit.
No. I'm
Your
saying
opinion can still be
he
shit, you know.
has been performing at Newcastle, which and let's be honest, Newcastle, yes, they do have a good midfield, and they've had a better midfield than you this season. But their attack with Murphy and whoever
Murphy's
else,
cold. Stop it. You just say you
Let's
don't
not-
rate
let's
Murphy.
not-
You're like,
let's
you're
not-
wrong.
They've got Isaac, who you
you're
said is
not
the
wrong,
best, and they
'cause
got
Murphy's
Anthony
cold.
Gordon, who's been the best left wing in the league this season.
I'm
Like,
saying he would have
You
more.
don't. No. That's the thing,
One
Miguel.
second.
You're basically saying you don't
My
rate Murphy.
point,
Cool.
my point is simple. Isak would have much more assists if he had better players around him.
I disagree because
attack.
good example.
If he
So
had
are
a
you playing
Bremo-
it? Hold on. So in that case, are you playing Isak with Haaland then? Is that what you're saying?
If you replace Isak with Haaland, would City have better performances this season? Maybe.
we don't
Better
know.
performances, bro. But I've started off. I keep saying Isak is a better all-round player. However, Haaland has bailed us out quite a few times this season. So if we took Haaland out and put Isak in, then probably not. No.
Yeah, but also we put Solanke out.
But
of
again, it's
Bournemouth.
what ifs.
He scored 19, 20 Premier League goals. He goes to Tottenham. Man looks like a shadow player of himself.
That's
You put him around better
That's
players.
cap.
Fair.
That's cap.
He
That
doesn't
is
look as
cap.
good. He doesn't look
He
as
does.
good.
He does look good
No,
though. You
no,
just
he
don't. You
doesn't
just
look
say you
as
don't
good.
watch
I think
Tottenham enough
Solanke
because
looks good.
when you
He
look
doesn't
at his
look as good.
when you look at Tottenham drowning right now, it's because we've got no Solanke up top.
Listen,
You
it's
ain't-
funny how we
I'm
spent
sick-
17 minutes on a topic that wasn't even in the title.
I know, but that's the best.
Real
Real
talk. Real talk.
We're just waiting because Ches decided that
We're waiting for the
it takes about
Chelsea
25
fans.
minutes.
Well, we
He said
done
15.
well.
Well,
Said 15
Gal,
minutes.
the problem is, yeah, you didn't play, and we all know that. Like the main topic.
Bro, if Isak
the main
goes to
topic has
Liverpool,
be
he'll be
Arsenal
called the best
stuff.
striker in the world. If he goes to Arsenal, he'll be called the best striker in the world. The fact that he's at Newcastle,
You've said
he's
it
not going
twice.
toe-to-toe with
You said
Erling
it
Haaland.
twice.
You said it, Egal.
Now he only wait. This is what we need to. This is what
I'm
we
telling
need
you
to
guys
do.
right now. If
Only
Isak goes
becomes
to
the-
team with Mo
He
Salah
only
or Bukayo
becomes the
Saka
best striker in the
whoever
world when he
else.
scores the most goals consistently for
Yeah,
years.
facts.
Until he does that, he will never be the best striker in the world because
You
he's
wanna
had
know
one
something?
season.
That
One
is not
season.
true.
No,
'Cause
Gal,
upcoming
Half a
players-
season, by the way. Half a
had
season.
one season above 20
Half
goals
a
in his
season.
whole career. Stop the
Fair,
foolishness.
but
You need
players
to be a
develop at
20 plus
different
goal
paces.
season striker.
Players develop at different paces.
What's the
There's
debate
moments
here?
where-
I don't
There's moments
understand.
where things click and they go bang. Then
Yes,
they
we'll
go
get
to
to you.
and
Don't worry.
Can I finish
this
my
could be the
point?
season- last
Wait, your
season
turn.
could have been the
Can
season
I
where it
finish my
clicked,
point?
went
Thank
bang,
you.
and from now on, he could just go from here to the roof.
Again, you're saying again, bro. You
We
just said
said
he
it's
could.
better than
He
Haaland.
could.
That was
You're saying ifs and coulds, bro. Ifs and coulds. Come on,
Can
bro.
I say this here? One sec. When I say Solanke, I say
Leave
not
him on
looking
mute.
as good,
Leave
yeah,
him on mute.
or whatever. What I'm saying is, he was at Bournemouth and scored all those many goals. But you think going to Tottenham, he'd get more opportunities, as a Gal said. Right now, he's sitting on 7 Premier League goals and he's injured at the moment. Yeah, so he's taken away. Sometimes when you come up against teams,
Who we
that
on
wanna
now? We on
low
Solanke
On
now?
his name,
Yeah,
I rated
when
him
teams-
disgusting.
So when teams want to play low block against Spurs, oh my God, shock! They don't have as much space. So as soon as we don't know when you put Isak against low blocks consistently, how many goals is he getting?
Yep.
How many?
Yeah,
See,
but Cass, that's what I'm
that's the
saying.
truth,
Away
yeah.
from the goals, he'll be involved though because he's such a footballer. So if he ain't scoring.
Yeah.
Ty, I'll repeat
Yeah.
that again for the
Yeah,
100th
I know
time.
you. I know.
I agree. Isak overall is a better footballer, but your initial statement was Isak is a better striker
Yeah.
than Haaland.
So I mean,
and
better.
Kane.
For
Yeah.
me, when you say better striker,
And then-
I mean,
let's be
sorry,
real,
I
let's
should
be real,
say that
let's be
better
real, one
overall
sec.
footballer.
A
Yeah,
gal's
he
riding,
is,
a gal's
he is,
riding
yeah.
out, yeah, because he thinks that Arsenal are still going to go get him.
No, I'm just giving an opinion.
You know what's funny as well? You know when Isak does land at a rival, a gal's gonna be the first one to cook and say, "Oh, he wouldn't have been good at our team
Well, I'm
anyway."
never gonna make fun of
We know
Isak
you're like
brother.
a gal,
What are you
man. You're
talking
you're gonna do the salty
Nah,
thing.
bro.
How about
man,
Again, who's
he
better?
was at Sociedad. I was riding out for him. He was at Dortmund. I was riding out for him. This guy, I've known he's been a baller
He's
for
had Dortmund
years.
before.
Wait, is he better than Sesko?
Yeah, he is. Much
Yeah,
better.
obviously. Wait, Gal, can I ask you where you from? That background, where
I'm
you
Somali, bro. What do you think?
No, he's not. He's Scottish.
and I get it as well. You're Isaac back. Yeah, I get it.
Anyways,
All
man,
this, all this Dortmund talk. Didn't he play for
I don't
Dortmund?
know how
like,
Ty known me for this
18?
long. And
No
he's
one
asking
watched
me
him.
what's
He
my
played like
background.
2 games.
Do I not look
Yeah,
Somali?
like 2017.
It might have been Eric Trey or
Long
something. Got you. I
didn't
didn't
he
know.
replace Aubameyang? He's the one that replaced Aubameyang.
Wallahi, my man
No,
lost it.
bro, he played 2 games like at Dortmund. He was a young player. All this
Yeah,
Dortmund
he
stuff,
never
he never
played
actually
on.
played.
No, I didn't play that
Yeah,
much.
What likes are we on, by the way? We are on
We
119
should be on
likes.
250 plus minimum.
508 in the building. Guys, get the likes up because we actually done a great intro for the main course because you can see the 2 people on chart bottom. I think it's only time that we get
Yeah,
we
so
actually start looking.
now. Craigsy's going by the next Isak, or you're scouting too shit. LB says City Haaland, Newcastle Isak, AFC Havertz.
Isak versus Haaland again.
No.
Well, yes.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm just saying, yeah,
That's Kane.
Perhaps I can see it in your eyes.
Hmm.
I can see it in
Yeah,
your eyes.
Do you know?
Well, actually, once Igal tried to do Isak versus Kane.
Yo,
That-
Mons, you know
that's
what
what it
someone
was.
said to me the
Excuse
other
me?
day? They're like, someone told
You
me,
heard
yo,
that.
Mons
You heard
looks
that
like
right.
Tyreek from Power. You guys see it?
Who?
Tyreek from Power.
Had that one before.
Hey, go on.
Hey, Monts,
No,
you
no,
know
talk
what?
about it. Wake up,
You
Lou.
know what I hate?
Hold on.
You know what I hate
Wake up,
Isak,
Lou.
Monts?
I'm still hung up on wait, better than Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Right now,
Don't
yeah.
you start.
Bro, when
What?
he joins Liverpool, you're going to be saying he's the best striker in the world.
Man wants 6 months.
Wait, Gal, you're so right. If Isak was in the Liverpool shirt, wants to be coming on
Once, the moment he joins Liverpool,
No,
you're
I-
going to say he's
no,
the
I
best
wouldn't.
player in the world. He's the
You-
best
no, no,
striker in
no,
the
no,
world.
no, no,
Right
no,
now,
no,
you're
no,
saying,
no,
Well, at least
now,
Monts
Ty,
wait for the
Monts,
players
you'll
to
be
make
walking
the
around
one
with-
second.
Gonna do a
Man,
round
them.
compared 11.
First of all, man, them, can you lot respect me, please? Because I catch on my
Okay,
page.
let's go.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not one of these positivity freaks. I'm not one of them, man. So
Yeah,
don't ever say that if a player puts on a Liverpool shirt, he's all of a sudden going to be the best player in the world. I
That's you up
on
because
numerous
he's sick.
players
Would be
while
sick
we're winning, huh,
because he would be sick. He would be-
brother?
He's going around with good.
Isak is not better than Harry Kane.
Thank
What
you.
are we doing?
who
Bro,
remembers the
Opinions, my
Zubi
brother.
transfer?
real talk.
He has never been better than Harry
Okay,
Kane.
okay.
What
The
are
gals
we
acting
doing?
like you are making videos about that a month ago. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself.
No, but remember what they were
And furthermore, gal, why have you not made a video about Saliba to Real Madrid? That's hotting up right now. Make that
I
video.
actually did.
Yeah.
I did
What's going
I
on
did
here?
TikTok.
Right
I did
now,
Instagram.
having Isaac
It's
over
just you're
Kane,
not
Monts.
paying
It is
attention, bro.
that, bro.
We need order in the courtroom
Wait,
now.
who
Anyway,
agreed?
man.
No,
man.
who
I don't
agreed
watch
if
my
Isak
content.
being the best
That's
striker? Wait, who agreed?
I'm having Isaac over
Raise your
Kane right
hand. No,
now.
raise
End
your
of.
hand. Who agreed?
Ty.
I'm having Isaac over Kane right now. End of. Yeah.
I'm having Isaac over Kane as right now as well.
Yeah. man.
Igal, another narrative that
I'm
Igal
starving.
ran, was that put Isak in the City team, then he bags more, but then went on to say that City have a worse midfield and a worse forward line.
Why
than
don't we
Newcastle.
put Kane in the City team? Why don't we put Kane in the City team? What happens then?
Don't ca-
Probably
I
gets
don't
injured.
think he bags more.
No.
City might play better, but then they might not rest the goals through Haaland. That's what I think.
You,
it is.
you don't think he bags more when Isak has never in his life bagged more goals than Kane in any
No one's
scenario.
bagging more than
He's
How
not
about it?
bagging more than Haaland. I said
He's
no
not-
matter what
yeah,
team,
no one's bagging more than
Haaland will
Haaland.
always outscore most strikers because he doesn't have to
I'm
be a
talking
striker
about
to score.
Isak and Harry Kane.
Yeah, Monts. Isaac Kane. I'm standing on it straight up right now. Isaac Kane. Yes.
Anyways,
Isak's not a better footballer than Kane, though. He's not a better footballer than Kane.
Let's
No, he's
let's
not.
get rid of this
Yeah, go on,
conversation.
go on,
Made a great point. His passing, Kane's passing is
We
elite.
need to get rid of this conversation now.
Kane-
Yeah,
Listen.
sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Isak's
Yeah,
just a better dribbler. Isak's a better dribbler. That's it, man.
Anyways, look, 150 likes. He only raised by about 30 odd. If that. Disgusting. You, man, this morning, I know you're watching on your TVs in bed or something. It doesn't mean you can't lift up the remote and just do the fun button thing. You know, it's very, very easy. It's very, very free. And people have given up like their time midday to come and entertain. But what more entertainment than Chelsea getting knocked out of another cup? Crazy.
Just saying. Just as we were wrapping up that conversation there, once somehow magically joined. Again,
Oh, no,
does
no,
it every single time. Every single time we're about to get onto Chelsea, he joins. It's magic. It's crazy.
It's called delaying. We done this conversation on purpose, so we didn't miss out. Do you get it? So yeah, man.
Now you've kind of ruined the fantasy. Thanks.
What fantasy?
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
No.
Get out.
Why for that?
I think that's jail already, man. He's been there with R. Kelly,
now you've ruined it.
Yeah, you might.
What? We've ruined your fantasy about Monts. That is mad.
Yeah, you know what? You have to hold.
You see when you not say that, yeah. Remember, it's you like that. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, one sec.
Definitely need a timeout.
Yeah, you're permanently.
You think about Monts in there.
Yeah, man.
Next to R. Kelly. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, we're not family for about 5 minutes, so just stay there. Ches.
This is the real reason we
said. You don't hear me?
VD wanted this, by the way. He wanted Ches to take all the smoke.
VD, you're cool, Ches.
Huh?
Anyways,
you had a motive yesterday. Didn't watch the game, no?
I didn't watch the full game. I never watched the full game.
Tired.
Var, you never watch the full games?
Yeah, it's tired.
I'm usually out when I'm Chelsea playing.
Oh, is it echoing again? So I moved my.
You're putting your mic probably on your laptop or something potentially.
Yeah, I am. You're right. You're right.
Mic
Sorry.
not loud enough or something. Like,
yeah,
no.
Man said V Diddy. That's a great name. It's a great name.
You don't hear me properly, by the way. I don't know what Moradon's on, but like,
who's that?
You saying to speak up about quite low or something?
No, you're fine. You're fine. He just wants you to talk.
Talk to me, man. Ask your questions, man. Talk to me.
No, explain.
How you feeling? No, honestly, going out in the FA Cup, how you actually feeling on a real?
I predicted we'll lose, so I feel fine.
Wow. Oh, you're more bothered about your prediction than your club.
No, but like when you know what your team's on, it doesn't really shock you. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, trust me, I know. I know you feel right now.
Like, I'm not really like we've won like what 2 out of 9 games. Am I really surprised? Not
Brian
really.
just got spanked 7-0 though.
Brighton, this what Chelsea a team where if a team has injuries, they come back to play us. If a team is in bad form, they'll come back to play us in good form. Look at Man City. Lost to everybody, beat us. This doesn't shock anybody. Is anybody surprised? Really?
I'm surprised at your drop off. No, I'm surprised at your drop off.
Oh, because Brian's you usually beat Brian.
The thing is that this is the argument I made the other day on the stream, yeah. The drop off is skewed by the fact that we were so high at the beginning of the season. If we were just maintaining 4th the whole season, the meltdown would be there, but it wouldn't be like as grand. It's because we were 2nd and could have overtaken Liverpool. Then we've dropped to 4th.
Yeah.
Which now why the season's viewed as a failure. But if someone would have told you Chelsea are 4th going into the last 15 games of the season, it's not that deep. But like, I'm not happy though. Like, I'm not happy regardless to get it. Like, I'm not happy with my team, innit?
You seem quite content, to be honest.
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
I'm gonna watch games.
I'm not gonna lie, Ches. Yeah,
you're content.
Yes, the problem is, yeah, Monty's comment is feeling based. We're all men here.
It's not. I just said you're content. I just said you're content.
You seem content. What does seem mean? Like, I'm telling you, I'm not happy.
Bro, you literally said
simple English, Monty. You teach lessons as well.
You just said if we were 4th to the whole season, yeah, it wouldn't be as mad. And it's because you got to a certain height that everything is inflated. So therefore, what I'm getting from that is you're quite content. You're like, you know what? We were supposed to be here anyway. So, you know, I'm not really too fussed. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know.
And you know what? I just read your title, Ches. Yeah, your title literally says, yeah, on your video that's coming up next. Yeah, it says Chelsea are cooked. Alert, alert. You know, Chelsea are in danger of losing it all. Double exclamation marks. So clearly, you're harboring some sort of feeling as a man.
I just told you we won 2 out of 9 games. We are cooked.
Yeah, but I need a little bit more.
You said you're content.
But what happened with
I don't know why I'm on to I'm content when I said I'm not happy. At least you just said I'm not happy. So
fair.
Well, you're smiling. You're smiling. You're doing what your manager done yesterday. You're like, oh, we're out. But you're saying it with a smile.
Like, you know what
it is? Yeah, I'm gonna.
You think I'm rattled? That's funny.
I'm gonna open it up. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to be straight with you, Ches. Yeah, I think where it come. Are you there? Or are you running?
Oi,
yes, wake up. Wake up, it's Sunday, bro. People are here waiting to get their breakfast. Wake up.
Hey, Ches. You don't get
Man's done the Forrest Gump thing. Man's done the Forrest Gump thing. He's run.
You don't get to do that, Ches.
Someone else. I need Ches to answer my question. So when he comes back, I
think he's there.
Got VD, sorry. Got VD. You're back.
VD's picture back.
Yeah, go VD. I'll let you run. When Ches is back, I'll go.
I don't even know what was saying. I can't lie. I was in jail for so long. I forgot what happened. What was the conversation again?
Nah, just about Chelsea, bro. Get your
Chelsea out. Yeah. I can't even lie. Yeah. Last night I went to bed a bit hot, and then I woke up.
What were you thinking about Monts?
Fantasy.
I don't.
Get out of rest.
No, but you didn't hear what he said. You didn't hear what he said.
It's like
Man said that
I
we
don't
lose
wanna
it.
know- I don't wanna
Nah,
know what
it's-
was
I don't-
said. I don't want to know what was
He
said.
thinks about you at night.
I don't want to know.
that
What
just wasn't what was said. Okay, you are mad, but
Rent free,
I
man.
woke up. I've got more questions than anger. Like, what the hell? Like, what's
There's
happened?
other questions we might be able to
For
answer.
fuck's sake. Oh,
I honestly, I
What do you-
don't understand.
Mons,
Like,
what do you cream your skin with?
Jesus
What?
Christ, man,
Wait,
you
it's
man
his
are
question-
begging
it's
it.
his
You man are
question.
begging
What?
it.
It's his
Wait,
question.
Wait. Why are we
Remember,
going
that
there?
wasn't me
Let's.
that asked
Yeah,
it.
broski, please.
Remember, that wasn't me
Hey,
that
bro,
asked it.
let's-
He's
he
the one
said
thinking
you're his
about it.
fantasy, bro.
Reverse.
Remember, he's
crazy,
the one
man.
that's asking.
No,
asking
but
those questions.
I'm
I ain't
giving
thinking about that.
the questions you like to ask.
Right.
These are your fantasy, innit?
Man,
Get a grip. Get a grip. How old are you? Yeah, get a grip.
Hey, he's only 2 years older than
Wait,
you. boy.
little cousin having you up there.
By the way, I just also want to say, yeah, my own cousin didn't wish me happy birthday yesterday. Yeah,
I didn't even.
Oh, it's your
how much-
birthday.
how
Yeah,
much
it was my
is-
birthday
Happy
yesterday.
bro.
So you lost on your
Yeah.
birthday,
Happy
even
belated,
better.
man.
Rah, Chelsea, did you that? Say
Yeah, I
happy
know.
birthday, bro.
I know. Do you know what? Yeah, I was sitting there thinking. I was in bed last night. I was like watching the game. I was like, you know what? If we win this, it'll be happy. I'll grab one of the things from Matchworn shirt. It'll be and then instead, I'm banging my head off my bed, bro. I'm fucking, on the backboard.
But no, I didn't even know your birthday's in Feb. I didn't know me and your older brother share the same birthday. But other than that, I didn't even know your birthday's in Feb.
Yeah, my day's a couple of days
And
before. innit?
like my sisters, ask if my sisters if they get happy birthdays of me. I don't give a shit about birthdays.
Well, that's poor. That's poor
You
from
guys
you, though.
generally,
Innit? Like,
he's just a bit of a C-bomb. That's all it is.
I just don't care about birth. I don't even care about my own.
Definitely.
Don't.
yeah,
not
no,
gonna
it was
lie,
peak,
yeah.
man.
Hey, cheers, you're back now, yeah.
Mitchell,
Forrest
like-
Gump, you're back.
It's just another
Yeah,
game.
Ty, come talk to me.
Forrest Gump, you're back.
Wait, VD,
Yeah.
we
I
deflected
hear
well.
you,
We're
yeah.
saving
Point,
it
guys, I don't
today.
know why Montel was content. I literally said I'm not
No,
happy.
no,
Learning.
it's all right. That seems to have
You
triggered.
still fucking going on about that?
That seems to have
That's what we left off
Yeah,
once.
that's
innit?
got you. That's
why
got
it's
under your
good.
skin. 'cause you're
It's
talking about-
got him.
You've gone away.
Got
You've run around the block. Come back and thinking about it. So, you know what I mean, you need to. Right. The truth is,
Oh, what?
I agree with you.
Rattled.
Is that-
Because I said it time ago that when you lot were going for the title,
Yeah.
people were talking about it. I said top 4 was your aim. They're trying to blow it out of proportion and whatnot. That was then. My problem from then to now, we've won 2 in 9 games. Moresca is now getting questioned because he seemed to be like Pochettino, where he's one style of play and he's not really being able to adapt. You're looking at the money you spent. You've got Pedro Neto, who's better right, but he's inconsistent at the moment. I know Neto's a good player, but he's not finding his form. You've got Sancho. You got Sancho, who's doing tippy tap. Can't take on his man. Not dynamic, not athletic enough. He should be playing in Spain in La Liga. You've got Jackson, who, like VD says, overall game there, but misses chances. You've got Guehi, who can't even touch a pitch up front, and who should be leaving in January, should have been gone. I'm sorry, your attack for me is absolutely stinking. And when you're saying that, yeah, you're in the top 4 and you're doing what you be doing this season, yeah, cool. I would have agreed with that a month ago when you were second and people were saying, yeah, they should be trying for the title. It was like, nah, do you know what? They're overachieving. But right now, you lot are in top 4, but if you're content there, you are a regressing top 4 team. You're 2 in 9. You're not games. You're out the FA Cup now. You're not in the Carabao Cup. You got the conference.
Why didn't you mention Palmer?
There's a
Could you
problem.
mention Palmer with that list, please?
I didn't even mention Palmer. Yeah, Mr. Cole.
Mention him.
Where is he?
Mention him.
Problems, bro. You lot have spent all that money, yet you need more wingers. You need more strikers. Your manager is one-dimensional with no adaptability, and you're on the slide at the moment. Chat to me, Ches. You need.
As in, what's
problem,
you're making a statement. You're saying facts, but what's your
Here
overall
we
statement?
go.
What are you trying
Here
to
we
say?
go. Here we go.
What do
This
you mean?
guy
You just said I'm saying. Wait.
statement.
You just said I'm saying facts. But what statement am I making? I made 3 statements. So talk on all of them.
I'm just asking you a direct question.
Okay,
You
so
said
the
a lot-
direct question is okay.
You said a
So
lot of
talk on
stuff. What's your main overall point?
So my
This fucker.
mate.
I don't
My
think you
main
get what he's doing. Ty. He just wants you to ask him questions. He's not going
I
to
don't-
batter anything you've said.
My
That's what
main
he's doing.
overall point is Chelsea are in trouble. Talk about Moresca being one-dimensional. Talk about your attackers, how much money you spent, but you need more wingers and strikers.
Yeah.
You're in the top 4. You said you're content. That's what you should be, but you've won 2 in 9. Soon you're going to be out the top 4. So what you're saying in 2 weeks' time? They're free. Talk on any of them, bro. Any of them.
You said I said I was content. I didn't say that. Once
Okay,
said that.
so
But-
don't go off that point. Go off
No.
fact. The thing you just said.
Yeah, but
fact.
you're talking facts. You didn't say
Talk
facts.
on the
You
fact.
said a lie. I
Talk on
didn't
the
say
fact.
that.
Okay, but
Anyway,
Move on.
I'll let you off. I'll let you off.
Ches, you're on trial. You're on trial, jury, right? You just said Ty.
I have never been on trial. I don't know how
And
this
Gal's
works.
loading, by the way. Just
Talk
to let
on the
everyone
fact.
know it. Gal
You
is
can read
loading
on the
right
right.
now.
Ches, you just said I speak a lot of facts. Talk on the facts then. Not the.
So how does
business.
trial work? You ask me
Yeah,
questions. I can only speak to respond.
you can talk. Unless
Alright,
someone throws you in jail.
Basically,
that's
I've
why you
been
can't.
calling out the fact we haven't got a striker since time ago. So that's first things first. I'm not happy with the fact that my SDs. Here's the thing, yeah.
Can we
So before in the summer,
What is this thing?
Sporting
Sport
directors,
directors.
just
Oh, right.
I'm abbreviating in it because it's long to it. But back in the summer, basically,
bro, is that what we got?
everyone was basically saying to me, "You're gonna sell your best players you know, like everyone's going to cut. So I just brought up the examples of Enzo and Caicedo. You don't buy £100 million assets to sell them for 200 million. It's unrealistic. It's not practical. Players like Palmer, you could say a lot, but it's good recruitment. Players like, for example, Gusto at the time, he's off form right now. Good recruitment. It's not bad players, not crap players. The point I'm trying to make is they built the squad using their model, but they didn't really fulfill the main parts of the squad we needed. That's why I'm disappointed right now. So I've always backed them until now when I realized
What part?
these man ain't. Let me finish talking, please.
No, no,
Here we
what
go.
part?
Igal's loaded.
allowed to, he's
Igal has loaded.
No,
So, bro, if you're going to
what
interject
part?
me, that's fine.
No,
Talk
let him
over
land,
me.
let him land,
Just
I
know-
need-
Let him land.
No, you know what I'm
Let him land,
like.
Igal.
You overtalk me.
Let him land.
Guys, he's
Let
being
him land,
vague.
the girl. Let him
No,
land.
wait.
Yeah.
Gal, the same thing you had to
Gal.
go adapt for, you're
Yeah.
doing it right now.
Let him
No, just
finish
what part?
and then
I'm
rip.
asking him to elaborate.
Elaborate
finish.
on
He's
what?
elaborating. Elaborate. Let him
No,
Hey,
land.
Mod,
he's-
am I
no,
going
no,
wrong?
no,
Was
no,
I
no,
explaining-
the
I was
runway's
explaining
too
what's
long,
going
that's
on.
the
Guys,
issue.
You guys
he's being a
interjecting me.
lawyer. He's
was
saying
on-
there's problems, but he's not
You
saying
know
what
what? Let the
problems.
girl talk for me.
What problems?
The girl, please. Let's let
Yeah.
him go. Let
Go
him
on, Chez. Go on, Chez.
If someone gives me
Oh,
£10,
girl
the gal's going to
his
jail.
mouth, innit? Let him talk. Let him talk.
No,
Ches,
don't
what
get away. You're not
issue
running this.
what issue was not addressed? Please state that.
He's rattled.
Wait, me or
Yeah,
Gal?
Ches, what issue
You,
was not
Ches.
I'm
addressed?
trying to talk.
You, Ches.
Hey,
You, Ches.
George, I was just talking normally. I wasn't even shouting at night. I was just.
No, but- Guys,
You know what you're doing right now,
Okay.
Ches. You're just
I'm
you're
gonna
trying to
shut my
argue
mouth.
back
I'm
and
gonna go
forth
on
with
mute.
man, so you
Just
don't know.
please,
So you don't want to talk about
which
bullshit.
one?
I was talking.
one?
Man interjected me.
No, no,
No, you
guys,
just waffling.
guys,
Ches, you're
you're
just
not paying
waffling.
attention. He's trying to say one word to cover up every issue. Tell us what are the issues instead of trying to say one word.
Am I
to
going
cover
mad
up
or was I
every
just
issue.
explaining it?
Yeah, you're just
Guys, you're
waffling. Am I right?
deflecting. You're
Yeah, but you're doing
deflecting.
in
Bro.
circles.
State it. What's the
You
issue?
do that
I
tune
just- I
like
just told you what
around
the issue was.
world, around the world. That's what you're doing, basically.
Alright, cool. Let me
Get to the
finish.
point. I just said to tie.
Yeah, let me get to the point because people interjecting me. People aren't listening.
Catchy tune, innit?
You know what I'm
Coming
saying?
for landing, sir.
Let me make it
Come
clear,
on.
yeah. The sporting directors have messed up. That's what I'm saying. They didn't get all the players we needed. So they got some players like Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer's. You can say it's luck, but whatever.
He
Cool.
got a lot of players, not some. Let's be
That's
right.
an answer.
No. Here's the context because people don't like context, but I'll give it to you. All that 1 billion spent, give Chelsea the stick. So if we lose games, we got the Conference League, use it. But if you want to break it down on the footballing level, I know some of you are at your objective. Over half that money was spent on flips. So it's one of them ones where if you want to use the 1.5 billion, that's fine. I'm not going to fight back. Your £1 billion model jobs, cool. I'll farm it. It's a hell. We're out the FA Cup. But the squad wasn't built with 1.5 billion. The squad you see today is 1.5 billion. They didn't buy a striker or
Great question.
or top centre back.
All right, that's
But here's the
fine.
thing.
That's fine.
This is my issue. I thought that with the players we did have, that we would still sustain a certain level. So that's where Ty is right about the management and his stubbornness.
Okay.
Because that's the reason why in the last 10
Okay,
games.
now we're talking about. Carry on, my
I'm saying,
brother.
Now we're trying to get there.
that's-
All
Yeah,
right.
now
Well,
we're now
well,
the games.
yeah,
Go
go
on.
on.
turn in and let's stay on this
Yeah,
road.
yeah, George,
yeah,
we're back on the road now. We're back on the road.
Let's stay here. You go right way.
I
Ches.
spoke about sporting directors first. I want to address all the things Ty said in it. He mentioned
course.
the striking, and now I'm mentioning the coaching. So if everyone doesn't understand what's going on, I've been chronological.
No, we know
that
what coach means.
Cool.
All right, Ches. Come on.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
Sarcastic.
Alright,
Yeah,
let me-
well, anyway,
But he's allowed to give the opinion. He's a judge.
Someone's rattled.
what's going on here?
Feisty.
Fucking hell.
Feisty.
Man, them are
All
ad-libbing
right,
me.
can I go now?
No,
Alright.
don't try to
No, you
deflect.
can't. You have to wait.
Don't deflect. No, you know.
No, Gal, please. No, Gal, land.
Go on, Lan.
Okay, let go to. I'll go on mute.
Ches, you said you needed a center back and a striker, right? Right? Is that what
I'll
you
answer
said?
yes. Yes.
He's gonna do the
yes.
thing he didn't talk. Just carry on again, please.
Hey,
Just-
Okay. So-
But I'm being
Say-
silent.
say-
What does that mean?
So in this game, you had Sancho stinking it up. You had Neto stinking it up. You had Shrewsbury Hall stinking it up. You have Malagusto can't even make a pass. You have Sanchez, who you guys don't rate, so I'm not even going to criticize him. I don't think you guys realize that early in the season, teams were trying to figure you guys out and you were blitzing them. And that's where now the teams kind of know what you guys are doing. You've now gone on this downturn. Yes, it's on Moresca. Moresca has to be questioned because Pochettino got much more criticism than Moresca, got much less slack than Moresca, and understandably so because he started off his time bad and ended off pretty good. But right now, it looks like the opposite is happening. Moresca got you guys playing really well to start the season. Now the teams have figured them out and figured out Chelsea. There's kind of like, I wouldn't say a blueprint to play Chelsea, but similar results have been happening over the past couple of weeks. Cole Palmer, I'll give him a pass because he's your star player. He's been performing for the majority of the season, and he's been poor for a month now. But the rest of your team is not as good as you really think they are.
Gal, if we're giving Cole Palmer a pass, and I know there's a couple of people on here that are probably part of his defense league, Monts, I'm talking about you, but is it now at the time that we kind of start going, Sancho, what's going on? Because
I was just going to go there.
I
was going to say that.
Gal can land.
I was going to say that. These guys have been complaining about signings, but the signings, the area they should not be complaining about, in my opinion, is the wingers. They spent so much money on their wings, and they still haven't gotten it right. They still don't have a goal scoring winger. They still don't have a winger who's contributing consistently. And Cole Palmer and the midfield are doing their thing. The attack has been poor, and the manager is getting a lot of the criticism. I'm going to go back to what Ches was saying about the ownership. I don't think you guys can say any of your standards that Chelsea hold are applying to this new ownership. Yes, they spend money. Yes, they get you the flashy new toys, but they've never shown that they can win. They've had 6 different managers in their short time at Chelsea, and constantly, every single time you guys run with a transfer window and have a plan, you're like, yes, everything is perfect. Ches, you paint out Chelsea as if they're doing everything perfect in the summer, but now all of a sudden you want to act like you knew everything was wrong. Don't lie to us. You've made streams numerous times saying you have the best squad depth, you have the best attack, you have the best this, the best that, and all of a sudden now there's underlying issues you always knew about.
Do you know what's crazy? What were the positions that we said that we didn't have squad depth in?
No, I'm not talking about you. I don't know what you've said. I'm talking about Ches because I've spoken to Ches on numerous occasions, and numerous occasions he's overhyped this team, gassed up Malagusto as if he's the best right back.
He was last season.
Gassed up Neto and Sancho as if they're the best wingers. Gassed up this Chelsea squad as if they're the best squad. Gassed up Moresca as if he's so clear of Pochettino. Gassed up their owners because they invest money every window, but you still haven't gotten any further. And right now, you yourself are going to do a stream in an hour talking about how poor Chelsea are. But on this stream, you want to act like you knew everything was bad to start with.
Thank you.
You hyped up this team, and now that you realize you're hyped, they're not living up to it. You want to sit here and act like I knew this was going to happen. No, you didn't. You're lying to the people.
So let me just address what you're saying, because you sound like yourself. This is what you do. You're the same guy who sat on the stream this time last year and said, I'm going to be manager out if we don't win the league. 2 months later, you're saying you keep the manager in. Story telling me about revisionism, yeah? That's the first thing.
Okay, so
you're saying... The second thing is this, because let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
At the time when I said these things, we was literally the best goal scoring team in the league. Because I was arguing with Monts about this stuff because I could have gone above his team. So when I was saying all the stuff you're talking about and making these streams, when we were making these streams, Monts himself was saying my bad about Chelsea. So at the time, of course, Chelsea were doing good. Chelsea were scoring goals. So when Ty's saying he's changed his opinion in the last 10 games, it's because the last 10 games we've gone completely opposite. So things change with facts. So at the time, was it December? Chelsea were flying, second in the league, winning games. Conference League was calm. Squad depth was calm. No one was saying all this stuff, even me. So of course, when it flips on its head, you can't keep the same rhetoric because you're seeing completely different results. Now, I'm not saying completely, and this is a lie. When you say, "Oh, you never mentioned the striker when you're winning games," yes, I did. Yes, because we're having debates with my own fan base about whether Jackson should be having competition in the summer or whether we should keep him how he is right now. And it turned out for 18 games, he proved everyone wrong, scoring 9 and 12, whatever it was, yeah? And now he's dropped off form, hasn't scored a goal in like 2 months, bro. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is that at the time when you're saying what I said, that is true, because at the time, we were literally second in the league and could have been first if we beat Everton, which wasn't that long ago, by the way.
Yeah, let's talk about Sancho.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we bring back Sancho?
Can I caveat that?
Of course you can.
A guy specifically said, because Ches, you love to tell people that they don't listen. A guy specifically said in the summer. He didn't say during your good run in the season. He said in the summer.
He said that, Monty, he said that I painted the picture that Chelsea's were perfect, which I've never done.
You did
once on the stream.
No, but he also he said that
I'm not talking about
made
now.
out like the decisions that the board are making in the summer were obviously we're not going to talk about when you guys were good because everyone gave you a credit when you're good. We're talking about the summer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, address that.
Yeah.
Don't address.
No,
not when
what he's saying,
good.
basically, what he's saying is, you said Chelsea was in the summer, we're doing everything correctly. 18 games in, it worked. Now look now what you're saying now is, oh look, you want a striker now. I said in January, and Kaz was doing streams with me. We were talking about Garnacho, that I wanted a striker. So I've called out the board. So that's why it's a bit disingenuous to say, yeah, it's like they were perfect. When I've literally last month, 2 weeks ago,
also a lot of people in the summer.
What are we doing here?
A lot of people in the summer as well. Every single time, well, I know every single time we were signing a player, you know, we'd had. Did we get Sancho before Felix? I'm not sure, but every single time we were signing a player, I was sitting there thinking, well, where's our goalkeeper? Where's our striker? Why are we not signing Gyökeres? Every single time we signed someone,
So clearly you was content.
Yeah, clearly.
I don't rate. I still don't.
You got your left back.
I think he's all right in it. I think he's good.
Vega. You got Vega. You love that one. You got your wing in Sancho, which you was gas for, by the way. You just
I was happy with them. The striker and the goalkeeper especially, man. Like we weren't gonna listen. Every single
listen.
The fact we had Sanchez and we were signing kids. We were signing Felix. We were signing all of these Donnies that weren't gonna have a major impact. That was my issue.
No. We tried. Hold on. Give me a second ago. We, as rival fans, tried to tell you, man, about this, innit? In the summer, yeah, we tried to tell you, hold on a second. You lot will get better, but slow down and hold your horses on this whole deepest and best squad. Having the most players don't mean you have the best players. It's as simple as that. Man United spend big. City and Man United have spent a similar amount of money. Look at the difference. It's obvious. I'm not saying nothing crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? You wanted to go band for band with certain clubs when it comes to squad depth. You specifically. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, them was saying, oh, yeah, the squad's not overrated. I said, fair enough. I apologize for it. But a lot of man were saying, hold on a minute. Is your squad actually that good to go and, you know, is it that good? If your squad was as great as you lot made it out to be, why is it like, you know, 3-4 months later, you're crying for Clear Lake, you know, all of these negatives and they haven't done this, they haven't done that. It's you've done a complete 180 on what you guys are praising. Like what Egal said,
not me, man. Not me. I've kept the same. Not me. I'm not
180. Don't do that, bro. 180. Don't do that unless you're saying all your TikToks are lies and all your videos where you're saying Jackson might be the guy, or we have the best attack, or we have the best squad depth. Yeah, oh my God, Malagusto is just as good as Reece James. We have 2 of the best right backs in the league. You do this every time, and then when things go wrong, you're like, oh, I knew it wasn't going to be good.
Do you know what though? I feel like the one thing that was consistently ignored, I feel like the one thing that was consistently ignored is the manager stuff. Because last year, a lot of people brought up the fact that his Leicester team was flying high at the start of the season, and in the second half of the year, they had a huge drop off. And obviously, people Chelsea fans in particular, kept referring to the fact that, oh, you didn't look at the inside of what was actually going on, the problems and so on, injury, But I think it goes to show that this is a new manager and he's set into a new system. And halfway through the year, the team's had a drop off. The exact same things happened this year. You have to look at the fact that this manager has now done the same thing twice in 2 seasons. And when you're watching the games, like you've highlighted, Ches, he's the one that, like, we can look at the team and we can say the team's not been good enough a lot of times. But he's done nothing to try and help that fact. The changes he's making.
That's what I mentioned. That's what I mentioned. Yeah, he's stubborn.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think the biggest issue here, like, as much as people want to cook the team, I think it's the manager. I think you have to look. Last season, everyone was cooking Poch and so on and saying this is like Moresca's on task to not even have a better season than Poch right now. And what does he get sacked if he doesn't get more points?
I don't think it's just Moresca, because even last year when we were blaming Pochettino, we were also blaming the sporting directors that we have a player like the Sassy in the team, like we had Badiashile in the team and stuff like that. We were also blaming them as well.
You weren't saying but in the summer you weren't complaining about these, man. You understood they weren't as maybe
I've always been complaining about the Sassy
but
and Badiashile.
You man, what the way you were gloating about your squad, the way you gloated about your squad. I'm not sitting here and hearing you now pick every hole and nook and cranny that's not good enough about this team. Look at the way you
I'm not doing that personally. I don't think it's that deep.
You can't come up here now and do you know what I'm saying? Can't come up
Yeah,
here
but
and say
Mon, I don't think we need a squad overhaul. I don't think it's that. I think it's what
no one
I
said
think
it's a
bit-
squad overhaul. But
No,
now,
but
now
Mon,
you don't want to. Now you don't want to listen
now
to the
you're doing too much.
discrepancies
You're
that we
saying you
told
lot
you.
want to change everything. I don't want to change everything. I just want to keep
That's
players.
not what I said. Stop telling me something I've never said. I
But
didn't
you're
say that.
saying you
I'm
change
saying
your
stop
opinion.
coming
No
on
one
No,
the
changed
you
your
said
opinion.
overhaul. You said overhaul.
I'm saying stop coming up here. I didn't
Who
say
said
overhaul.
overhaul? Who said
I
overhaul?
You know,
didn't
you
say
did say
overhaul.
overhaul. No, you did. You said overhaul.
You did say overhaul, I.
I didn't,
You said
You
overhaul.
did
bro, I
say
didn't
that.
say
Yes,
overhaul.
you did.
I'm saying you can't come up here. I'm saying to with the discrepancy, you can't say, "Oh, I want to change this. This ain't good enough." That because now it seems like, "Oh, you know what? We need more money. We need more money. We need more money. We need more money. What's gonna solve it? Money, 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 money. That's all it is. Higher and fire,
No,
higher and fire.
I'm not saying just money though. We literally said the sporting directors, yeah, they're not have the best interest of the team properly. That's why I mentioned that they bought the Enzo's Caicedos. Calm. You got the Palmers in. Calm. It's a good base. Lavia, injury prone, has to be looked at. But
No,
the
that's
other
not
areas
even. Bro, it's not even injury prone anymore at this point.
yeah, exactly. He's just too injured. Cool.
injured.
Bro,
So my
he's
point
just-
is that they neglected certain areas. That's where I'm annoyed. I don't want them to change everything. I disagree with my fan base at CB and that. I don't think they should change the whole thing. I don't think the whole plan is that bad. I just think that they haven't.
Can we talk on
addressed-
Sancho yet?
We can talk
Bro,
about it.
you
but I wanna
remember
address
saying,
the overall problems first.
so how do you go from saying you have the best squad in the league, or at least the top 3 squad? So let's just say top 3 to best. Some said best.
Yeah.
A
Go
lot
on,
said
yeah.
best. Some said second. Some said third. Cool.
Cool.
How'd you
yeah.
go from that to this?
Cool. Let me respond to that. Yeah, the same way that halfway through the season you change your opinion. So what are we gonna do now? If Chelsea win the next 3 games, if we beat Leicester, Southampton, a draw against Aston Villa, is it now? Oh, my bad, Ches, you were right. Then if we lose the game after that, is it gonna be? You know what?
No, we'll
I
never
was wrong
tell you
once.
you're right.
No.
No, we'll never tell you
No,
you're
it
right.
won't-
That's my point.
Never.
Then. So we can't.
Remember when I gave you your credit, I wait. How long did I wait to give you your credit? I
Someone's
didn't
got
wait
an
till
echo,
you
by
months.
the way, and it's jarring.
Ty.
To me again.
Well, what is
Bro,
it?
have you
Yeah,
got
just mute.
headphones? Have you got
Just
headphones at
mute.
all?
Someone's got a mad echo.
That's why then.
Ches,
If you come on
when-
your laptop,
Ches.
then yeah.
Ches, when I gave you your credit and I done my videos on you, did I not wait until you'd won like 7, 8 games? I didn't wait till you'd won 2,
No,
3
I'm saying
games.
you weren't reactionary. Yeah, I'm not saying you was.
I
think it was after
waited
we
and
played.
gone, cool. Go on.
I think the Leicester Moresca season is definitely giving people confirmation bias in it, where it's like it happened last year. Why can't it happen again? That's a fair argument, by the way. And I'm not saying it can't happen. So I'm not gonna be naive and go, no, I'm gonna ignore it. But what
Oh
I
no,
would
because
say
it is happening, literally.
no, that's my point, Daps. So people go
Yeah.
to me right now, Ches, look what happened to Leicester, look what's happened to you, well gone. I'm like, you know what? It's happening.
Do you
But
know
what I
what has
would
dropped
say is-
off? Do you know
what I
has
would
dropped
say
off?
is when
Sancho.
people were telling me on the stream that when you praised the team and saying Jackson's changed, when you said Reece James was doing this, when you said at that time it was true. We had the best, we literally was sick in the league for 18 games where everyone on this panel was like, rah, this is a mad one. Now we
Yeah.
can't revise that all of a sudden because we've won 2 and 9.
I know.
Don't do
I've had
that.
to revise. I've had to
Like,
revise
don't
my
do that.
opinion
That's
on Chelsea.
disingenuous.
Do you know what? The mad thing
Right.
is, I've had to revise my opinion because I thought this season, like even going into this season, I think I put Chelsea to get top 4, and I said, but they're my dark horse as well. They are my dark horse, yeah. But before that, I had like maybe last summer, I had a thought on Chelsea, and when I revise my opinion on them, I go back to what it was. And it's leaders. And by the way, I think that's a bit of an issue at City at the moment as well. But we're talking Chelsea. I think you haven't bought leaders. You haven't bought experienced leaders. And I think Chelsea are only going to be where Chelsea are.
We bought Tosin, mate. What do you mean?
There we go.
Tosin,
Thank you,
clearly
bro.
the
I
biggest
remember
leader
that.
in the world.
Right.
Isn't
And you know
Done.
what? I remember that stream with Dom where he was telling me that Tosin is a leader. So yeah, you're right. I think that is where Chelsea are going to be. Where Chelsea are right now is where they're going to stay until they go. And I remember talking about, like, if you go back to under Roman, yeah, and CB would be the perfect one to have this conversation. The players you were buying were just all proven, experienced winners. Whereas right now, it's just a completely different model. And you're going to have to, I reckon, go in and get, like, you probably need at least 3 experienced winners. Like,
But
otherwise...
that's we've fallen into this trap again. Go on, guys. Spend more money.
No,
Money,
I hear
money,
it,
money.
but
Throw more money at it.
No, but bro,
Let
I'll
What's
be
wrong
real.
with that? What's wrong with that, by the way?
Hey, Mons, what's wrong with spending
What
money?
is wrong with
What's wrong
that?
with that? What's wrong with that?
Hey, Mons, what is wrong with that? Tell me
Sometimes-
what's the issue with what you're saying?
Sometimes the coach needs to coach. You see what I'm saying? If
But you would
keep-
also agree
if
this
you
team
keep-
isn't
But they
that
also,
good, right?
we're not,
Hold on,
we're
let
not
me-
denying
let
that.
me-
though.
let me-
You would also
let me
agree the
land.
team isn't that good, no?
What's wrong with it? I'm saying is
Is
that
Chelsea good enough to get top 4 months? Team.
The squad
To
right now.
get top
Why are you
4,
stuttering
It's
now? Do you
debatable.
agree
No,
with
to
me
get top
then?
4, to get
It's
top
Why are you
4.
debatable.
stuttering then?
It's debatable.
Stuttering.
You can
Yeah,
get
but-
top 4, but
yeah,
there's,
top
there's
4.
like, bro, there's like four teams fighting for the same spot. So
So
Yeah,
you're agreeing with me
but
that the team
Chess,
isn't good
no,
enough
but
then,
Chess-
is that
hold
what
on, let
you're
me
saying?
finish. Let
Go
me
on.
finish why, because you don't ask me why I said what's wrong with that. My point
Okay, go on.
is that when you keep chopping and changing excessively, no one gets a chance to settle in. Let some of these guys settle in and let them go through the ups and downs, and don't keep chopping and changing 24/7. You signed Felix for how many years, and he's fucked up in 6 months.
I
ain't
just
my
think,
fault.
no, I hear it on
That
that.
ain't my fault.
What we doing? No, I'm genuinely. You have out of all the attackers you have, you let João Felix go.
I didn't.
Really,
I didn't. My sporting directors
but
did,
that's
which
the-
is
that's
why we
the
have an
thing.
issue.
My point, like it's decisions like that, like that is horrific management, bro, or horrific from the top. Whoever made the decision to let him go or to not play him, it's horrific.
Do you know what though,
Horrific
Monts? I'll be
decision
real.
making.
Where I am is, I do think that Chelsea's squad is good enough to get top 4 at the moment. No one can say, like, I found it last night mad that there was a debate about how are Chelsea going to get top 4 when they're currently 4th. Yeah, because they are currently 4th, so they can get it. But it doesn't mean, I don't think, like, when people say City will definitely get top 4, no, we won't, right? We should, but like you said, Monts, there's about 4 teams that are in that battle for probably the 4th place.
Yeah,
But when I'm talking about Chelsea needing maybe 3 experienced winners, sorry, not wingers. They don't need any more fucking wingers. What I'm talking about is, I'm talking about for them to challenge. That's what I'm not talking about to win the league. To get top 4. I'm talking about to win the league, because I think that's where Chelsea should be. And I think to get there, they need a couple of leaders. Otherwise, they're just going to continue in this fight for top 4.
Chelsea,
It is revisionism, no?
Chelsea fans are now doing. I miss Mudryk. I was wrong.
Nah, fuck off on the Mudryk.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one
I'm not
said
even
that,
joking.
mate.
I don't know who's doing that.
You've seen it. What do you mean who's doing it?
Well,
You've seen
we
it.
don't
No,
replace
VD,
Mudryk.
they do that. I've seen it.
We don't
I was
replace
literally
Mudryk.
just scrolling on Twitter and I see this.
They
I
do
was
it,
sending
yeah, I
him
know.
right now. Oh, where's Mudryk? Like literally.
People do
I ain't
business
saying that.
like
I don't know if
think,
Ches is saying it either,
think.
but I ain't.
That, you know what I'll say? A popular opinion. I'm not even joking. If Chelsea, I believe, unlike some people on this panel's clubs, I actually think we'll spend money in the summer. Sorry, Mons, I know you don't like spending money, but I
That's
think
not
we will.
why. That's not why.
I
That's
genuinely
not what I
believe
said,
Chelsea.
bro.
But I genuinely believe Chelsea will get a striker in the summer. And if they done their flipping job in January or last summer, I genuinely think we'll still be in the title race.
I think.
Oh,
I
same
think-
with
I
Mark.
think it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't
We
think
need
we're
to
that
goalkeeper
far
so
off.
bad.
I'm
we
not
have
even
centre
saying
back.
You know
I
what?
don't think we're far off.
If I was an Arsenal
But-
fan, yeah, I'd feel sick to my stomach, bro. That 700 million gets dashed in their face every fucking day, bro. Every day that shit gets dashed in their face, yeah. And you man just sit there with the amount. And I'm saying, as I said, there's nothing wrong with spending money, but don't just
Context, Mons.
throw that out
Yeah,
the
but
window.
they've got 700 million and time.
What do you
And
mean
time.
context?
And
What
time.
do you give them context? Do you give them context? Because I don't like
800 million
Arsenal,
on
but do you
who?
give them
8 months. Do you want to break
Do
down
you
who they
give them
bought?
context?
They want to break
Yeah,
down
but
who they
you
bought.
still
Rhino
have
off
whatever
by
you
heart.
did on
Do
what
you
you
give
did.
Arsenal context, bro?
Months.
Do
Do
you
you
give
want me to
Arsenal
tell you who
context?
they bought though in that money?
Do you
tell
give
me?
Arsenal
No,
context? My question is, do you give Arsenal
Let's
context?
tell them who they bought. Let's tell them who you bought. You've got
Hey,
100.
Monts, you tell me Chelsea starting 11 how much it cost. Tell me.
The only good player
It's
right
about
now.
800-900 million.
Your starting 11 costs like 600 million. What are you talking about?
Cool. So we agree then. The team still needs more money. Come.
Yeah, but you don't-
I'm not saying it doesn't need more money, but I'm saying there's definitely a decent amount of players that can stay and develop. Obviously, with a few. Obviously, every club needs additions every window. I don't dispute the obvious, but I'm saying is that it shouldn't be the immediate route to fix. You have to let the coach, let the coach stay. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Let things marinate for a little bit rather than flipping players every 2 seconds. And there's no constant. There's no
I agree with you,
constant
I
at
agree with
Chelsea.
you, I
bro.
agree with
Go,
you.
We
go
don't
to
get
Stamford
hearing
Bridge
it.
and tell the sporting directors that because we already know this. We
Yeah, we know
already
this.
know
Tell
this.
the SDs this,
So
bro.
go, like literally,
That's what I
go,
mean.
go get a microphone or
Don't tell me
something and
Stanley and them,
say it
man. I've
at
been saying I
Stamford
want
Bridge.
to strike over time.
Because
what we keep
maybe
saying.
when rival fans start saying it, they'll start listening. Innit?
You're-
We already know this. We
you're
already know this. Like,
fine.
everything
You
you're saying, we don't know.
Just don't get me wrong. I'm
Your
not saying the
spine is
700
shit.
million thing. I'm not saying
Well,
the 700
Caicedo.
million thing is warranted for Arsenal. I'm not saying it's okay.
No, it's not, Kaz.
Like,
That's
because
disingenuous.
Arsenal fans,
It is
because Arsenal
crap.
fans aren't even happy. Because Arsenal fans aren't happy about it themselves. So I'm not going to say it's okay. My point is, you
True,
spent
true,
more
true,
in
true.
less time. Don't have a spine. Don't have so you have so many things you now realize you don't have, and I just feel like it gets mentioned less because you're at a lower level. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
No,
Can I-
no, that's
Coach,
disingenuous.
you're-
I think.
Yeah, you spent all that money to have a crap spine. You spent all that
What
money.
money
yeah,
though?
with-
Let's
No,
break
yeah,
this down.
But we
What
never
money did you
spent the
spend on
money.
No,
If I
because you
spent the money, we would have been a completely different team.
When I say you, I mean Chelsea, whatever. Yeah, this is not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
on you.
come
lot.
on.
This is on
Yeah.
owners. It's like, bro, the only good investment I think out of all of that is probably Caicedo and Palmer.
Maybe
and
if Enzo continues to
No,
ball
no,
out,
Enzo got back
I
with his
think Enzo
misses.
was
Like,
good.
Enzo got back with his misses, and he looks crap again. So clearly,
Nah,
there's
nah,
nothing.
I can't lie. Enzo's
Enzo's
very versatile.
When I told you
I
last
couldn't
year,
imagine the team
what did
without
I tell
Enzo.
you last year? Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer as a midfield trio is not it.
Kukurea as well. Just saying.
Enzo is
I think
not
Kukurea's a
bad.
brilliant
oh yeah,
investment.
Kukurea was like 60 signing.
Bro, it's not it. It's not it. The fact that you got
He's
if you spend big money, you got to
I
spend
still
it on
don't
the
think we're
spine
far
of
off
the
the
team.
league.
But this is
I
my
still
point.
think
Like,
we are.
but this is my point. Like, you say you don't think you're far. You
Chelsea
are.
will
Though.
spend the money, Mons. That's what I'm trying to. They will spend money. You know this.
No. I'm
Don't-
not saying, bro.
Don't
One
buy a
or
striker
two
in the
world-class
summer.
players will improve. Bro, how about this? If you gave, I don't know, Bournemouth 3 world-class players,
Of
they could
course, Mons.
like I'm saying,
I'm not doing the Spider-Man thing. It just this logic works for Liverpool. United will move up the league. I'm not saying it doesn't. This logic holds. So you can use the same logic for Arsenal. United will get to top 6, top 4 if we get. But my point is this: I believe out of all our clubs, Chelsea will do the most to get a striker in the summer because I've seen it before with
we're
players.
not
They want.
disputing that. We're not. We're
So
not disputing that.
therefore, if we do get those players, then Moresca has no leeway. Right now, he actually has a wiggle room.
Hear me out quickly, Monche. I don't get to finish this year. You spent 65 million on Kunks, yeah. He's out the bin, yeah, and whatever. We're talking about your spine, Enzo.
I wasn't
Bro,
Tomboli, by the way.
when it comes to Anthony,
I
who's
wasn't
a bum,
Tomboli, Kaz.
when it comes to Anthony, he's a bum, yeah, and he's cost a lot of money. We hear about it. Pogba cost a lot of money. He wasn't even that bad, and we heard about it. When it comes to you, Darwin Nunez, we talk about the whole full package of what he's worth. We don't hear the end about it, but he still gets something at least. But we don't hear the end of it, yeah, even from yourself sometimes. But this guy called Enzo Fernandez, yeah, it costs 105 million, and he get away with it. We get away with it.
He hasn't been a bad player, though, Kaz.
But is he 105
He's been
million
good.
worth of performances? Is he
No one's
105
worth
million pounds
105
worth?
million. Though. He's not worth
Exactly my
105
point.
million.
So why is he getting away with it? The thing is, he had a good purple patch
He's
when
not.
he decided he wanted to get a divorce. The only good investment I would say, yeah, is Caicedo, because he's actually sick. Because he's sick. That's the levels.
Kaz.
That's the levels.
I know what you're saying, but this is Kenzo is 105 million. Cool. Like if you want to use that as his value, that's fine. That's how much you paid for him. I don't think he's been crap.
For the elite level,
I don't really think he's the reason why we won 2 in 9.
He's not Chelsea
He's
level.
not the reason why we won 2 in 9.
No, but
he's not the reason why we're out there.
Yeah, but he's
cup.
a
And he's not
part
the
of
reason
it.
why the Carabao Cup, bro.
But he's a
He's not the
part. He
reason.
played. The thing is, yeah,
Come on.
you're in
He came on as a sub.
Think of it, yeah, of how I look at it, yeah. I look at Chelsea as elite. When it comes to central midfielders, you man have had man them for time. I'm not trying to do back in the day type stuff. Caicedo for me is
Yeah,
Chelsea
because
levels.
Neil Rice is mid.
Cole Palmer is Chelsea levels, yeah. Enzo is a bench player for you, man, in hindsight. In hindsight, because really and truly, you're going to be thinking, you're telling me Palmer, Enzo, and Caicedo is a good enough trio that's not even better than the complete midfield of someone like Newcastle's all of a sudden. And when we talk about Newcastle and Chelsea, you're like, wait, hold on. Why is it my midfield better? Because you'd probably rate Palmer over Joe Linton and probably Caicedo over my man in their DM spots, whether it's Tonali or whatever. But it's not levels because there's not enough in it. There's no balance in it. So really and truly, he's fraudulent, that other guy.
Our midfield is not the reason why we're
He's
not
a bench
winning
player
games,
for you, man.
Do you know what? It was the other game we lost or drew, and Enzo had a brilliant performance. I don't think Enzo's the issue whatsoever.
You know, I'm just saying.
I don't think
it's an
the
investment.
reason why we haven't won 2 in 9.
No, but my whole thing is that
I think
it
it's
costs
more
that
2
much.
boxes. The defense.
My whole thing is,
I think Enzo's actually been very good despite the losses.
My
I don't
whole
think Enzo's been bad.
Oh, you know what? Anyone else? they're one of our players to cost 105 million. I
Time
dare
on.
it.
So you agree?
I
Maybe
dare
Cass-
it.
I'm
Nah,
not saying
I think
Cass
Cass
wrong.
is saying, yeah, Cass,
I don't think it's
if he costs
deep.
105 million, he should be making a difference. Actually, he's just there like a
He
regular,
has been.
not backing up the price that he's costing. He's not saying that, oh yeah, you're losing games because of Enzo, but you're spending big money on 105 million on a player like Enzo. When your team's in the rut and winning 2 from that, Enzo should be pulling out some performances to help you get 4 in 9, 5 in 9, 6, and I start winning. He's saying for
I'm
the
not even
prices.
joking,
But
yeah.
we could
Enzo's
never, we
one
could
of our
never
best
have
performers
we
last 10
could
games.
we could never have
I'm not-
100
I'm not
million
even lying.
player and them sit on the bench. It would never happen at City.
He wasn't.
That
He was
he
on the
plays
bench
every
for the
game, he got
Carabao
rested
or
for
for the
half.
FA Cup game. Like, you know what I mean? What is this? He's
Really,
been
what's
playing. He's
going
been
on here?
starting in the
Enzo's
Premier
been
League.
playing
Like, I don't know
every
what's
week.
going on. Genuinely, I have no idea what's going on. It's like
To be fair, do you know what I'm
going
gonna
to
ask? I'm
confused.
now at the end of the season.
Enzo's not the problem at Chelsea, guys.
Chez, one sec, we go. Chez, between now and the end of the season, yeah. Look, Chez,
Yeah.
BD, between the end of the end of the season, you're not scoring that many goals. Your wingers are not really firing. The 105 players should be doing way more. Your defensive tossing and Chalobah and that is not exactly giving to other teams. Like, what is actually going to change for you between now and the end of the season? Like, talk to me, Chelsea fan, right now. If you're going into the next few games, what changes are you making to say, right, we need to start winning 5 and 6, 5 and 7? What are you doing?
Hey, Ty, it's the same. This is
That's on
basically the
Moresca.
same team. I'm gonna like Fofana and Lavia are big pieces, but like Dap said earlier,
Massive.
Yeah, but they're not here. They're not here.
even
So
they're never there. So you know what? I'm not even gonna say our spine's gone because it is gone, by the way. But they're never here anyway. So cool. But it's just confidence because this is basically the same team that was second place.
And
you're
none of us
telling
same
me
team.
you're basically.
I don't think it's just
You're gonna
confidence. I think
play the
Moresca
same.
needs to
I
do
think
You're
the
something.
gonna
manager
play the
needs
same
to
players,
tweak. One sec, BD, because you get a piece after, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I think the manager needs to change something in terms of bringing the wingers closer to the striker.
Yeah.
They're too far out wide. I know that's the system, but it's not working. Against West Ham, he actually dropped in Cuckoo in the 8 space, left half space, and it worked. I know West Ham ain't the greatest team, but we still won the game, right? So he needs to get the wingers a bit more involved with the striker. They're too far out, and they're not contributing goals and assists. They're not.
That's
Unless
my
the game-
issue. That's my issue.
Yeah, unless the game's
Yeah,
a ping, what's it called, like a ping ball match, then there's loads of space.
Yeah.
Then Noni thrives. These
You
men
need to
ain't
go back
bad
to
players.
overlapping full. You need to go back to
We're not
overlapping
fourth
full
by
backs, bro.
accident.
I'm
We're not
like,
right.
you see Nonny, yeah? You see Nonny.
Waste man.
Proper,
Waste man. Proper
I'm
waste man.
bro. I'm like that with him.
Not
1
yet.
minute I think
Yeah,
he's
nah,
cooking
that-
them.
But
He's a
even yesterday,
He is
right?
proper.
Even yesterday, he created a chance that
Yeah.
he should have scored.
Waste man.
Yeah,
Not,
you
not,
need to go back. You
not
need to
Noni
go
all
back
the time because he's nonchalant.
I
He's
think
very,
like Noni's the type of guy that likes the idea for Chelsea, saying, "Yeah, my man balls for Chelsea," but really, he's not.
You want to know
The
something?
mad thing is-
Noni's
the mad
actually
thing is,
your
if
best
you
winger.
see, bro, if you had
Noni's your best
Shut
winger.
up, man.
I've seen
Every
it.
time you
I've
speak,
seen
you're
Johnny
starting to annoy
Madueke
me
is your
now,
best
man.
winger. Whether
Shut
you
up,
like it or
man.
not,
Shut up. You're starting to
Johnny
annoy me,
Madueke
man.
on your team.
Every time you're
Johnny
speaking, you're
Madueke.
saying some nonsense, man. Noni Madueke, our best winger. Get a grip,
Neto,
man.
Sancho, none
By
of
the
them
way,
produce as
trigger
much
word.
as he does.
But,
Oh,
but
get a
man,
grip. I ain't dealing
Now,
with
can
it.
I just say
It's
one
true.
thing?
I've
I'm
watched
not
him
gonna
week
lie,
in, week
yo,
out, and you're telling me
you
he's the
think
best
that's
winger.
working?
thing?
Allow it.
Can I just say one thing?
Noni's better than all their
I-
wingers.
I
Noni's
saw
better than Arsenal
Palmer.
wingers. That's a
Can I,
fact.
can I just say one thing? Well, he's
No,
not
I
better
ain't
than
even-
Saka. He's not better than
He's not
Saka,
better than
bro.
Trossard.
Not Saka. I'm not talking about
get
Saka.
a grip,
I'm talking
man.
about
He's not better than
He's
Trossard.
better
He's not
than
even-
all them.
he's not even.
Hold on. But
Maybe
Gal,
he's
sorry,
having a better
Chez,
season
you
than
Noni
said-
Martinelli.
starts for Arsenal. How about that?
Effectiveness.
No, but Chez, you
One
said
second. Effectiveness. Neto and Sancho
Noni's
are
playing out.
aesthetically
Fine,
pleasing,
Noni's
but
not
not as
for the team.
effective.
Chez, you
as
can't make the
Madueke.
statements. Chez, you made the statement that Noni is better than all of Arsenal's wingers. Then when I said Saka, you go, obviously not Saka. Well, you can't make that
Saka's not
statement. then.
playing. I'm talking about playing wingers, not now.
Only because he's
Saka's not
injured.
in-
He's still
Saka's
one of
not
their
playing.
wingers. Yeah, but he's
Saka's
still
not
one of
playing.
their
You
wingers.
say
Well, in that
available.
case, never talk about Reece James again then. Never put Reece James in any conversation
By
because...
the way, I don't want to say it's rude.
Valid.
What are you on about? I'd say Noni starts for Arsenal.
Right,
Saka's
what I was
there,
going to
obviously
say...
not.
I can't lie, yeah. I'm taking Nwaneri on the
what
wing
I was
over
gonna say-
thing,
what
over
I was gonna
Madueke.
say about Noni,
Nah, I'm not
just
taking him.
quickly, what I was
I'm taking
going to
Nwaneri
say
on
about
the wing.
Noni is there was a Palmer interview from before he joined Chelsea, yeah, and they asked him who, like, the best, and I'm talking when Palmer was about 18 years old interview, and they asked him who the best footballers he's ever played with, and he actually put Noni in there.
Yeah, guess what? You also said
No,
James
please.
Trafford was one of the best goalkeepers he's ever played with. Where's James Trafford? How's he
Well,
doing?
Playing with Sanchez.
Yeah, Burnley. Yeah, Burnley.
No, I hear it, valid. But
He's
I'm
at
just
Burnley, I
saying
think,
that
yeah.
obviously
Might
there
be.
is something about Noni. I think Noni's a bit like I'd probably rate him a bit more than Garnacho.
Madawuki, man.
But I
don't.
see him a bit like
And that's the
Garnacho.
story.
In
Him
the,
and Garnacho are the same player.
I'm taking Garnacho over him.
They're
I don't care.
effective at times, but they're frustrating to watch.
Well, and watching just quickly to talk on Garnacho on Friday. That was my frustrations with Garnacho. He came on, and for the first probably 15, 20 minutes, he was cooking. Yeah, he was cooking. He got the assist, and then it's like the minute he got the assist, he thought, right, I must be the hero. I must be the hero. And all of a sudden, his fucking mind went everywhere. He was just constantly trying to shoot. And I feel the same with Madueke. Both of them, their decision-making at times is just really,
Main character
really
syndrome.
poor.
That's what they've got. Main character syndrome. They think they're a lot better than they are.
To be fair,
They're
though, even
rubbish.
in games, he still creates chances. Yesterday, he created a good chance. We should have scored. Even
So
despite
does
this.
Garnacho though. So does, but this is
That's
my.
what I'm saying. They're not
this is
bad
my
players.
thing
They're
with
just young
Garnacho.
guys.
When I watched Garnacho on Friday, I was thinking this guy's cooking. 20 minutes into the second half, by the end of it, I'm going,
Yeah,
nah, he's just showing his
This
same
is why I
profile
say that
decision-making.
stuff. Impact sub. When Garnacho starts games, he's not involved. But when he comes off the bench, that's what he can be for Man United. He's going to stay here at this football club. I know we're not talking
He
United.
ain't. He's
but
going
Grand
next year, man.
Summer.
60
Grand
million.
Summer.
Newcastle
VD.
take him.
No, VD. I just realized I want my time back.
Hudson Odoi or Enzo
I want my
Fernandez.
time. I know Ty, you weren't there. That's I want my time back. Was you there? Who was there when we done the squad?
I was. Bo,
Who the hell sanctioned that?
but Bo, do you know
Who?
the matter thing?
No. Not HR. Not HR. HR. No. Someone
I'm
call
snitching.
HR.
It was Cass.
No, but Monts,
Someone
I'll be
call HR.
real with you.
Who
It
the
was a
hell
good,
sanctioned?
bro. It was a good. Do you know why
What
that
happened?
show?
What
That
happened?
show was a good show because ultimately when we do shows, it
was a
should
good
be it should be a debate where, like, I always know a show's a good show where I go in with an opinion, and I went into that thinking, do you know what? I do think Chelsea might have a squad similar to a squad as good as Liverpool's. Yeah, that was my honest opinion, bro. About 20 minutes into the stream, I'm going, whoa,
HR.
fucking hell, nah, how wrong was I?
Hey, Dab, you say Liverpool's
It's not you,
overperformed.
HR. I meant as in head office. I meant head office.
Dabs, on that, do you think Liverpool's overperformed this season?
Sorry, go Daps.
Now, do you know what?
I'm going to say
Do you know what? On Liverpool, I'll be real with you. Do you know what it is with Liverpool right now? I just think, and this is where me and Cass were having a debate with one of my mates who's an Arsenal fan yesterday, and like I know there's a lot of people that will be on this that are on this Arteta out thing, and especially now that Slot has gone into Liverpool and is likely to win the league in his first season. But with Liverpool, I think people are really underestimating. Like, Liverpool still have that fucking spine, that won the Champions League and won the Premier League, and they're still there. Like, give them another 2 years, and ultimately they'll come of age and they'll drop off like City. But I think right now, what Slot's just, you have to give Slot credit that he's gone into Liverpool. He's seen the spine. He's seen, bro, their midfield. They've got workhorses in midfield. They've got a spine of winners. They've got Salah up top. You take Salah and Trent out that team as an example. Different story, but at the same time, if you take out those workhorses in the middle of the park, probably also a different story. But Slot has to be credited for how he's got in there, not changed too much, actually made it a little bit better and more sustainable by making it a bit more kind of keep the ball, be patient, not heavy metal football.
He's just put his little sprinkle on it. He's put his little sprinkle on someone else's very good team, and he's just kind of gone along with it, and the train clearly hasn't stopped yet. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I don't want to turn this into Liverpool. My point is that VD, there were players I had Don telling me about Fofana and Konate comparisons. I had VD telling me that Sanchez was better than Kelleher. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one's bad.
If you see what's come out as well, Jota, Nunes, and Diaz are all ready to get shipped in the summer. That was from that Sam, whatever his name is.
Bro,
they're about to revamp their whole strike.
Bro, that's a mad one with Liverpool. We're talking Liverpool this season, and actually, Monts, you'll know this better than me. You just mentioned Jota. Jota's hardly been a feature this season, hasn't he?
He's barely played. How about this? Alisson's barely played. Do you know what I'm saying? Konate was out for 6.5 weeks.
Yeah. No, you've done good. You've done good.
Bro, Trent's had 3 injuries this season. I'm not saying we've had Bro, trust me,
But
Arsenal's
you know
injuries
what
are
it
way
is,
worse.
Mons? Do you know
City's
what
injuries
they've-
are way worse. I'm not saying.
Bro, it's credit to Slot that's you know what? Maybe if Slot would have carried on playing that club football, yeah, then you might have had more injuries. Realistically,
Probably.
yeah.
Bro, no one, bro. He
you have
put
to have
Diaz in the
credit to
9
Slot,
and
man.
it worked, innit? He put Diaz in the 9. No one else has ever put Diaz in the 9 before. No one else has ever done that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you
It worked
sometimes
and
you
you
just gotta
changed
make-
it.
Yeah. Sometimes you got, and that's the thing about what I say about Moresca. I don't think Moresca's a bad coach. Right now he's in hot water because
He's a bit
2
stubborn
in
though, man.
9. 2 in 9 is too much of a. It's too much of a
You hear what
swing
he
the
said,
other
though?
way, innit? It's too much of a heavy swing. But I thought that Chelsea, like similar to kind of what Ches said, I think you are 1 or 2 tweaks away from still being like third. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I generally think the little switch of Cole Palmer to the right and bringing Felix in was a much better option than what you've done. And
Yeah,
with
facts.
sticking with Noni, and you know what I'm saying, sticking with Noni, playing this Arsenal right back, and then only waiting until now to play Gusto as an inverted winger when really it should be Kukurea doing that instead. Like Gusto's now come in and he's like been expected to do something different when it's not really his game. Now he looks shit. Like I just feel like,
Bro, yesterday, Gusto, oh my
I
God.
feel like Moresca's got a lot of tweaks wrong. Like, you see what I'm saying?
This is what I kept saying. No, this is what I kept saying, yeah. And then, thank God, Justy ain't here, yeah, because he kept saying, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" Because you keep making a lot of statements. Well, the statement was he's not utilizing players properly. We all know, yeah. And this is where I got a bit annoyed, yeah, because earlier in the stream we were talking about Gusto was one of the best right backs.
Like that, by the way.
Last season, Gusto was he or was he not one of the best right backs in the league?
No. But this is
Oh,
what I mean. He was good, but not
because he was being utilized properly. Because
not one of the best. He was good.
He was playing. He was one of the best. He was playing as one of the best fullbacks in the league because he was being utilized properly. Because he was being used to his strength. And now Moresca's come in and he's being utilized completely wrong. He cannot pass for shit, bro, and he's being made to invert.
Do you know
Put him on the wing, just let him run, bro.
Do any of us think here that it's happening with players 100% that like it seems to be the new trend is just young players have to be mad young. Could it be a bit of a thing like so? Arteta as a manager is an example, yeah. Like Arsenal's his first job. Moresca, correct me if I'm wrong. This is his second job, and he's only been managing for what 3?
Third, been sacked once, got him.
All right, but how many years has he been managing for?
That was bad.
3 years, basically.
3 years, right? Cool, 3 years. Bro, I've seen Anthony Joshua as a boxer fucking learn on the job, right? I've seen, and that's just one example. When people learn on the job, they make mistakes, yeah. And do you know what? I'm going to put another one out there. Amarin, he's still quite new to management, isn't he? Yeah,
You've had about 3 jobs.
No, but again, but how many years has he been managing?
7 years.
Yeah, he's not been long, about 6 years. Yeah.
Still, if we're being real, 7 years is still relatively new. Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a thing that now, like with players get no time to land. Neither do managers. And is it the manager's fault or is it the club's fault for giving these managers jobs?
Well, that's a great segment. That's a great segment. Then what about Ange?
Hey, Cass, man, everyone, I'm gonna have to dip.
Yeah.
What
we saying about? What we saying about?
Catch up soon, Ty.
Yeah, I'll shout you down for the week.
Yeah, man. Love.
Safe, bro.
Yeah, what are we saying about Tottenham tonight with Aston Villa away?
Can we get is Marcus Rashford able to play?
Yeah.
For some reason, Aston Villa, bogey team is first.
Come on, man's in the jury now.
Hey,
Aston Villa's bogey team is first.
Listen, Anthony scored yesterday. Yeah. Now,
shortly.
Back-to-back man of the matches.
Anthony scored. Rashford, step the fuck up.
How about this? I need to see that Jesse Lingard, West Ham.
Oh, what?
That's what I need to see.
That was a run, you know.
Redemption.
That was a
redemption.
run.
That might have been one of the best loans I've ever seen.
Yeah, we were talking.
You know, people forget. You know, he was.
You know what it is? He left at the perfect time. He didn't stay too long. He done his thing and just cut.
Now, more so, it's the fact that Jesse Lingard had like fucking white middle-aged men at West Ham like doing TikTok dances and that. Doing TikTok dances, bro. Like we need Rashford having John McGinn moving mad.
Could you imagine? Is Rashford's alone? Is he on loan right now?
Loan with
he's loan.
So he can't play against Man United anyway. He can't play.
No, he can't. No.
Yeah. What I need is today off the bench. This one.
Nah, bro, I don't. Oh,
That's-
fuck yeah.
I
I can't
need
stand the guy.
I
but-
need that. I'm sorry. I can't tell you off the bench. Yeah.
But do
'Cause
you
you know
reckon
what
they're
it is?
smoking? Are they smoking? Do you reckon they're smoking?
Well, look,
Spurs,
if you look at the front line of Asensio, Marlon, and Rashford, with
That's
Morgan
new,
Rogers
that's a
behind
brand
them,
new. That's a brand new front.
it's a
three.
brand new attack. I just think
Did they
because
play 4-4-2 by the
I
way?
think Watkins come off with a little knock the other day, innit? Well, not a knock, but like he come off in it. So obviously Duran's gone. So Duran probably would have started this game. So it probably would be Marlon and Rashford and maybe Bailey in it. It might be Bailey. Maybe I don't know if Asensio starts.
Yeah, I don't think
It
Rashford
will be,
starts.
one of the
two.
two of the three new ones I think are starting today, innit?
Saying that, do you know what? When we say, right, Villa are picking up a lot of his wages, isn't they?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you know what? I don't think they've probably gone and got him. They want to maximise. They've only got him on loan. They want to maximise the amount of time. If he's fit,
He's
from
gonna
what
get,
they're saying,
he's
he's
getting
fit.
minutes. Perhaps. He's getting
Yeah.
minutes. Bro.
40 minutes.
Yeah, but it's whether he starts or not.
Yeah. I don't think he'll start. But you know what
Well,
it is?
if he's saying he's training pretty well,
Rashford
though.
needs to cut his hair. He needs to cut his hair and get the waves back. The whole homeless look that he's got going on there. I know it looks like you've been grinding. You know,
Oh, it's like Joshua does before certain fights.
yeah. You know when Anthony
Don't
Joshua
get
got no trim and that, and he just wants to, you just need to tuck man in pause, like, bro.
Yeah, you know what? He's been working hard. He's so focused. He don't care about look or image or
He's
nothing.
been in the lab. Yeah, look at his trim. He's definitely been in the lab. He's definitely been in the lab. No. Rashford, get your waves. Killy, go get your waves back, G. Get your waves back and get back to doing this. Get back to doing this.
What's up?
Oh, if he scores, I'll be back. If he scores, he's doing that 1,000,000%.
100%.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say though, with the Anthony thing though, does that go to show like is Man United really a bad place, even though we all custom, or does it go to show how bad La Liga is?
No, not how bad La Liga is. Anthony's always been a player that is definitely.
He just
more
can't do the
suited to
physical.
La
He just
Liga.
can't do the physical stuff.
Yeah. Anthony doing tiki taka. I think that more suits him anyway. But remember, Anthony's first 3 games for United were absolutely brilliant as well. So that's why I'm waiting a bit for Anthony. remember, Matt scored the banger against City when you lost. He scored against Arsenal.
Yeah. That's
Bro,
what I mean.
Anthony cooked in his first few games for Man United. So
Right,
I'm gonna wait for that. Chelsea man, are you man on Disarcy watch? What are you man saying for that one? You man on
I hope
Disarcy watch?
I hope he has the
He's
worst
Villa.
game of
He
all
got-
time.
he got Villa.
I hope
He
he has
got
the
Villa.
absolute worst game
Yeah, he
ever.
went in Villa still on loan.
So if he's gone Villa, but surely you want him to do well so they can pick him up potentially.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this man succeed anywhere in life. I hope he has the
four
worst
rivals.
career imaginable, man. I
Top 4
can't stand
rivals.
him.
They want Villa to fail, right?
Disarcy's not cup tied either, I don't think.
Nah, the start season is shot window.
They're not in the
Chelsea on any cup. Chelsea on any cups? What do you mean cup tied?
No, we're in the Conference League, man. Well, it's not a cup, is it?
They're in the Champions
mind.
League.
Yeah, what do you mean cup tied? There's no. How can you run into Chelsea then? They're
They're
out.
not in the
Wait, what,
Champions League.
Liverpool's the only team here in both cups? That's mad.
Uh,
Well, I'm in
Nah.
Europa and
City- oh no, no,
No, I'm
Tottenham
talking
not tied, innit?
about Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Man United are out.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
Newcastle.
Man United in the FA Cup. out.
Newcastle,
Arsenal
Newcastle,
up, though. Chelsea up, though.
Newcastle.
They just got
Newcastle,
they
yeah,
just got
Newcastle,
one.
yeah.
Newcastle.
So what's our predictions then? Get your predictions in quick.
Watch Spurs do a random and just turn up and beat Villa like 3-1.
No,
we got-
4-1
We
Villa.
need a response
4-1
from the
Villa.
down, innit?
They said Ange is gonna get sacked if he loses this game. So
They said how many
He's
times
not
they said
getting
that?
sacked, man. He's not getting sacked. If they were going to sack him, they would have done it already.
It's that. How about this? I definitely think both teams score.
4-1 Villa.
Jesus Christ!
Jeez. I can see it though. I can see it. If it crumbles, it crumbles.
4-1.
They got no-
I'm
they got no-
gonna go-
Rashford's bagging as well. Rashford's 100% bagging.
I'm gonna go 2-2, but I think Villa steal it in extra time.
Maybe 3-2 Villa. I'll say
Yeah,
3-1.
extra
I'll say 3-2 Villa.
Yeah,
Because
Don't be
3-2.
surprised.
They do well against Villa, you know.
don't
They do
surprise.
well.
They do well at that place. Like
Yeah.
how many times
Yeah,
have I watched?
Spurs
I've
have
watched
given Villa the
Spurs.
beatdown.
I've hate watched Spurs at Villa Park smack them numerous times, and I was like, "Yo, this is underwhelming." So
Yeah.
I'm not going to get my hopes up for Villa to go smash them.
I just think off the bench though, Spurs got Villa got some good options in who they've bought in it. I think it'll be interesting to see how they.
We'll see.
Drop some chocolate.
We'll see,
I'm
man.
going 3-2 ET in it. 3-2 ET.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna say same. I'm gonna say 3-2 Villa.
Full time or ET?
Full time.
Okay. 5 goals.
Bro, we
Is Deji here tonight, by the way?
Deji's here tonight. Josh is here tonight.
Deji's
CB's here
singing.
tonight.
Well, because we need him on the intro as well, by the way.
That
There
was
might
the
be
worst
more.
rendition of "They're Not Like Us" I've ever heard.
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
I ain't even heard it yet.
Instead of "They're Not Like Us," he's like, "Who wants to be us?"
Allow it. Oi,
Man said he wants to be us.
a stream I recommend going if you want to see Deluded. Yesterday there wasn't much going on, so I put on this. I put on Dej's channel. He had this other Tottenham fan on there. Bro, if you think Dej is deluded, the guy he had on, yeah, he was saying if we didn't have injuries, we'd be up there challenging. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I heard it with my own ears. What else was he saying? He was basically saying there's nothing wrong at Chelsea. Sorry, at Tottenham. It was just extreme. Oh, and this is the funniest one. They're in a rebuild. And I thought, hold on.
What's the guy's name?
I don't know, bro.
I can't remember.
I think he's someone Deji works with, but bro, he said we're in a rebuild, and I thought, hold on, what? You know, usually you achieve something, then you drop off, rebuild, and come back. What? You've achieved nothing. You're dropping off to come back and achieve nothing. What? It's not rebuild.
Spurs this season could end tonight.
No,
like,
because they're still in Europe. They're still in Europe.
No, they're still in Europe, but domestically, their season could end tonight. Like, they're not going to do nothing in the league.
They're not going through Europe,
they're already out the League Cup. They lose the FA Cup today to Villa. They're
banking on Europa, though. That's the whole flex.
But let's be honest.
Wait, if Villa or Spurs were to go out, who's the big teams left in the cup then?
Man United, Man City, Liverpool, because they're going to smack Plymouth. Let's be real.
And Newcastle. That's it.
Is it?
Hold on, Lucky Singh. Yeah. Lucky Singh. Are you
Bournemouth still in it? Oh, big teams.
Cass, Lucky Singh's United fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he bantering when he said if Spurs didn't have injuries, they'd win the league?
He does this.
Or is he being serious?
No, he's not serious.
Right, okay. I was going to say.
But yeah. Anyways, this is going to go over to Chez's channel. But before we do that, you can check everyone's channels in the name bars. So you can actually go and search it up if you're interested to know who's got what channel. That's put this £2 to laser eye surgery, bro. I mean, YouTube take about half, though.
Yeah, bro, that literally, yeah. I tell you what, we should stop. I'm more than happy to run a fund.
Yeah.
Raise it and I'll go and get laser.
Hudson-Odoi or Enzo Fernandez right now?
That comparison makes no sense.
Also,
I'm comparing to a winger to
that is mad.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is that picture?
Deal with Ches, man.
What was that picture?
3 o'clock, yeah. All right, Monster's doing a watch along. Gal's going live right now. Ches is going live, but this will get redirected to.
What time's your watch along, Mons?
2:45. So just like 50 minutes before the game.
Oh, so Ches, you're going to redirect Mons, yeah? Love.
Yeah, I'll redirect to once.
Yeah, I got you too, bro. No worries.
Let's get them trains
in a
going.
bit, and
we're gonna be hate watches going, man. It's mad.
We'll catch you at 9 p.m.
Peace.
No.